Hey everybody, in this video we're answering your questions about our inverted golf club and how you can use some drills to build those feels. Alright, hey everybody, before we get started in the video, I just wanted to say thank you to everybody. We just hit the 100 subscriber mark. Really excited about that. Just something I've always wanted to do is I have a real passion for the game of golf and just want to share it with everybody. It's done a lot of good for me, so I just love sharing and helping people enjoy the game more. So really excited that you guys have enjoyed it. You know, please, if you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe down below. We'd love to be able to share with you more. And also make sure you like and comment down below. Let us know what you want to know about. We're gonna be doing more of these Ask the Pro segments. So just let us know what you wanna know about. We'll be happy to do it for you. So again, without further ado, thank you everybody for your support and we'll get to the video. All right, so we had a question sent in, really good question on our video where we were talking about all of the forces and the correct forces when the club gets inverted and what's the proper way to feel these forces, what's your drills. So we're gonna start with a very simple one here, okay? So let's actually go over the forces first, and as we go through, we're gonna start looking at, all right, hey, where can I get these forces to go? So the forces that we were talking about again is you want to get the club moving forward, right? Which means at the top you're going to get it moving away. You want to get it going down, so at the top it's going to feel like it's going up, all right? And you want to get it feeling like it's going out, away from you. So at the top it's going to feel like it goes behind a little bit, okay? And there's some scientific terms for that, but we don't need to get into that right now. So what would we do to drill those things? Well, we're gonna start with what I would do in the correct order, or what I would like to see my students do. This is how I would drill this, and if I had to say, all right, learn these skills, this is what you would do. So we're gonna start with the first one, which is, I think the most important one, is learning to get the club to go down into the golf ball, okay? So how are we gonna build that? We're going to start by just bringing the club back. I want your hands right even with your right leg here, okay, or your trail leg. And then all you're gonna do is you're gonna try to hit the ball and have your hands move the least amount forward, okay? So what you're gonna be doing is here, right here, okay? Now, when you look at it, the club doesn't go past my, left leg, maybe just the front part of my left leg, my front leg there. You can use a little bit of body to hit it, but you don't have to hit it very hard. But the feeling is here, right there, okay? So you can see it just barely got past my left leg there, right on the front side of my left leg. So what we're learning when we do that, we are learning to apply pressure on the grip so the club head goes down into the ball. That's a very important skill. A lot of people are gonna say, oh, that's flipping. That's okay. Flipping, that's a motion you need. However, it's just when you do it and your understanding of a golf shot, right? So it's just getting this motion is key. The flip is, if you want to fix your flip, right, the other things going on your swing, that's what really causes a flip. So I wouldn't worry too much about it at this point, all right? So that's the first one we do. Now, when we take it to the top of the swing, now that you got the feel of putting pressure on the grip that way, when you get up here, it's gonna be the same thing. It's just, again, it's backwards, right? So all we're gonna do is get up here, I'm gonna rehearse some swings where I go out and then keep putting pressure to get the club to go down, okay? And I'm gonna hit a shot. That's gonna be the feel that you want to create that motion. A lot of people will say, oh, that's a cast. Well, as was commented on the video, you would have saw, there was a comment, if you actually look at some, really good ball strikers, David Toms comes to mind, you do see that motion as they go to the top. And a lot of people will say, oh, well, why doesn't that lead to, at the bottom, that flip look? It's because that's not what's causing a flip. So they do all the other things correct. And if you remember Jack Nicklaus, if you read his book, he does say you can release the club as hard as you want from the top. You want to release it as soon as possible. That's the key. And that's where I think a lot of misunderstanding comes about the flip and it being an early release, is that. So when you get up here, again, I like to see the club going as much this way as we can, because you just did that drill down below. So you start that feeling up here all the way down to the ball. Now we get into the second feel. The one I would do next is I would just work on getting the club to go forward, right? So I do want to see the handle going a little bit forward now. You just worked on getting it to go down, isolating that movement. Now we do want some forward element of it. So what we're going to do with that is we're going to start taking some just really straight arm swings. We're going to see how our arms can help us with that, how our body can help us with that a little bit. And what we're going to see is the handle is going to move forward, and actually it does move up as well. It's going to be moving up and in as well. But if you feel like it moves forward, you usually do pretty good. So what I'm going to do is just kind of get my arms to be very locked. I'm just going to make some swings where they feel very, very locked, straight, and I'm just going to work on moving that handle around my body. Okay, so I would just move it, straight arm, going through. I wouldn't do very big swings here because, to be honest with you, this motion without the other motions, I think puts a little bit of strain on your back. So we just want to work small with this one. Again, as you get into bigger motions, you would combine all these forces, and now all of a sudden you can make a full swing and be safe when you do it. But we're just going to work from there. So it's, again, just pushing on through, very locked, straight arms, just hitting some bunt shots. As we take it to the top of the swing, you can still do it again, and you're just kind of pushing it away and through as much as you can. Just getting that feel of moving the handle in that direction. What you're gonna see, and the reason we pick the order we pick, is you will see that you do start automatically combining some of these other forces with the handle, right? And that's okay. You're just trying to get a feel for what you're isolating the one part. That's why we work in the order we do, because hopefully some good things will be coming out of that, and then, hey, you're ready to go. So that's the second one that I would do. Now the third one, okay, which is getting the club to swing more out, which means coming down, okay? This one gets to be a little bit tougher to try because, I mean, this is the age-old, question, right? This is the age-old, shallowing the shaft or whatever type feel that you want, okay? And what you're really trying to feel when you do this one is, again, when you go up, you're gonna feel it kind of work down, but you're gonna have to eventually work it out as well. People I see, they just work it down and they expect something good to happen, and you do have to work the club back. That's on you as the golfer. So you gotta put that into the grip and say, all right, what do I gotta do? So the first thing I would do is we would actually take this very slow, because hopefully we've got some good parts going on. We understand how to make contact, get the club down into the ground, things like that. So we would start from here. I'm actually going to bring it back, and I'm just going to let this club fall, okay? And I'm actually going to act like I'm catching something in between my elbow. And then from there, I'm going to let this elbow extend back, and I want to get the shaft to tip out and over. Okay, so I'm going to go up, act like I'm catching, out and over, okay? Let's do that one more time for you. You're going to go back, act like you're catching, out and over, okay? Back, catch, out and over, okay? So you can start to speed it up a little bit as you go. But if you're somebody that wants to work on how to shallow the shaft correctly, you want to get that feeling of, all right, my elbow is going to go down a little bit here. It's going to shallow it, and I'm going to work back out and over. That's going to help you get the feeling of, here we go. Again, we are talking about how you pressure the grip, so when you do the elbow move, you do want to feel the grip go, but that's another little feel that I think helps some people out. But the key part is you got to get the club to go back out and over, all right? Because you can't just keep going down, otherwise you're really in trouble. You got to send it out. It's just this early transition part where we're up here again, we're upside down. We got to go back as we start down. Now the club is not upside down anymore, right? So there's a change. That's kind of a magic move in golf, is this point where the change happens where the club is not upside down anymore. It's actually just parallel to the ground here. So you just kind of got to get it out there. So what I would do there is, again, hopefully you're just working on one part, but that's how I would try to do all three. I would then try to, piece them together. So I'm going to start small, just our first drill, just getting a little feel, and now because I can do that, I'm going to just add in a little bit of moving the handle, but I'm going to flick it down, right? Okay, just like my first drill. There we go. And again, I can take that up a little bit bigger because now I'm adding in a piece that'll let the club go back and through a little farther, and I'm not going to hurt myself. And then the last one I would do is I would just take it all the way up and I would start adding in, let's get this club to shallow, get it to come over. And I would work really hard on just trying to put those into a sequence. And I think you'll really start to see, hey, the club likes to send the ball far. Definitely going to take you some practice to do it, but I think it's something you can do. So I would start one at a time, build them up, try to put them together. So hopefully this helps you out understanding the video. So thanks again for the question coming in, guys. Everybody, thank you so much for all your support. We just hit the 100 subscriber mark. Really appreciate that. Would love to get a like or a thumbs up if you like this Ask the Pro segment. And if you like it, please post comments, questions down below. Anything you want to hear about, know about, concepts. Really would like to know what you want to know about, and we'd love to make a video for you. So go ahead and post those down below. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, and then we will see you in the next video.